Good morning, class. This is Kim Sutton coming to you from my classroom in Arcata, California. It's Tuesday, so I want to talk about the book we read yesterday on Monday. Monday's book was by my friend Stuart Murphy, who writes an amazing amount of literature books that have to do with math, and I'll be featuring lots of his books during our time. So this week, we're looking at the book, Double the Ducks. And because it's Tuesday, what we're going to do is look at some activities that can be used at a level 1, level 2, and level 3 on the concept of doubling numbers. So we're going to start with the level 1, which is really basic, and we're going to start with the basic concepts using a regular die. So in our first activity, we're going to think about rolling a regular die. And if I know a regular die, I know that I would roll the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There aren't any other numbers that I can roll with a regular die. So our first activity is called Mirror My Hands. And I've always done this sometimes during calendar time when I've been teaching primary. It's really, really simple. You're going to roll your regular die, and what you're going to do is show that many fingers. So I rolled a 2. I show 2 fingers. My other hand has to show the same amount of fingers. So I see 2 on this hand, I see 2 on this hand. So my right hand is mirroring what I'm doing with my left hand, or I can do it vice versa. What I've done is double what I rolled. So I have 2 plus 2 equals 4. So I say the equation 2 plus 2 is 4. Or another way to say that is 2 doubled equals 4. Now I'm going to continue to roll. I rolled a 1. My other hand shows a 1. I say 1 doubled is 2. I keep rolling. I rolled a 4. My other hand mirrors what I've just done. So I'm doubling 4, and I see 8. I keep playing. I rolled a 3, I double it. I say 3 doubled is 6. I rolled a 4, I show 4 and 4. Oh, I rolled a 5, I show 5. Then I show as a mirror image another 5. So I've doubled my 5, and I say 10. I'm waiting for something magical to happen here. I rolled a 3, I show 3. My other hand shows 3. 3 doubled is 6. Ooh, I rolled another 3, double it. I roll a 5, double it, 10. I roll a 1, I'm waiting for this magic thing to happen, it's not happening. I double it. I say 1 plus 1 is 2, or 1 doubled is 2. Oh, I rolled a 2, double it, 4. I'm saying this whole thing. I rolled another 1, double it, 2. Oh man, I'm trying to, oh, it happened. I rolled a 6, but here's the problem. I don't have 6 fingers. So the most I can show is 5. Which means I have to hold 1 in my head. Now I'm going to show the mirror image of 5 and hold another 1 in my head. So I see 10, but I'm holding 2 in my head. So I have to think 6 doubled. I'm holding those numbers in my head. I have 2 to hold. I have to add it to my 10. So 6 doubled is 12. So I'm going to keep rolling, stating that number doubled every time. Really simple activity, but it uses our fingers as counting tools. Now, I want to move to a game that I've always played with my students, and I just call it double up. So if I've been playing with a regular die, I keep discovering the same numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 every time I roll. So that's the limits of what I can roll. So to play this game, I have to think of the numbers 1 through 6 doubled. And I write those numbers down. So 1 doubled is 2. I played with my fingers long enough to really know that. 2 doubled is 4. 3 doubled is 6. 4 doubled is 8. 5 doubled is 10. And 6 doubled is 12. So here's how we play this really simple game. You write down those numbers. There's only 6 numbers to write down. Anybody notice a pattern? Oh yeah, Miss Sutton, you only wrote down even numbers. Let's see if that comes up. So here's how we play the game. You're going to roll. You want to be the first one to cross out your doubles. So if you're playing by yourself, you don't have to take turns. But if you're playing with a brother or a sister, or a mom and a dad, or a grandma, you roll the dice. I rolled a 5, doubled is 10. I cross it out. I'm trying to be the first one. 4 doubled is 8, to cross out all my numbers. 2 doubled is 4. Ooh, 6 doubled is 12. 1 doubled is 2. Boy, I'm really lucky today. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's amazing. I was able to cross those out in just 6 rolls. Doesn't always happen that way. So if you're taking turns and you've already crossed a number out, then you just lose your turn. Here's the thing about that game, pretty simple. Let's say that you know the basics, because those were pretty basic. And you want to extend this to playing with 2 dice. Now I have to think about all the possible sums that would occur when I double the numbers in our range. Here's the funny thing. When you play this game, what's the least sum you could roll? Well, I could roll a 1 and a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 doubled is 4. So I don't even need that 2 to play this game, because the lowest double that will occur would be the 4. The greatest double would be if I roll a 6 and a 6. If I roll a 6 and a 6, doubling that, 6 and 6 is 12. 12 doubled is 24. So in this game, you're adding. So I rolled a 4 and a 2. I would say the sum is 6. 6 doubled is 12. So I'm just playing it, but I have a greater range of doubles that will occur. Really simple game. Don't overthink this. You don't need anything fancy. If your teacher did send you home with your pattern sticks, here's the amazing thing. You could use your 2 stick and play this game with 2 dice. And I'll talk about that more in the level 2 game. Our third game for level 1 is called Double Up Draw. So for this game, you need a deck of cards. But again, you don't even need a full deck. You could split the deck and play with a partner. You're going to turn over a card. I turned over a 7. I would say to my partner, 7 doubled is 14. Now my partner has to give me one of 3 signals. This means, thumbs up means I agree with your answer. If you show your thumb, this is harder to do on a screen, straight across, that means you're not sure that 7 doubled is 14. And if I said 7 doubled was 12, I would get a thumbs down. So it just causes us to think about what our partner's doing for math. So I turn over the next card, or my partner could. 2 doubled is 4. I'm looking for either a thumbs up, a thumb sideways, or a thumbs down. And I got a thumbs up because 2 doubled is 4. My partner turns over a jack. Now, here's the cool thing about this game. If you want, in some card games, a jack would be an 11. So you can use that as an 11, or if the game's too difficult using that as an 11, you can use it as a 0. So let's say I want to challenge myself. 11 doubled, oh, it's 22. And I just got a thumbs up from my game playing partner. 8 doubled, 16. So I'm just using a deck of cards and practicing doubling. Here's the thing, those are 3 quick activities that practice doubles. You don't really need a game playing partner. I also put up a video using spinners as an alternative, but practicing doubling, those numbers should get automatic in your head. Thanks for listening to those 3 simple ideas. I'll see you next time. Go to my YouTube channel, which is just Creative Mathematics, and watch more ideas coming your way. Bye-bye.